2024 wasn't just another year. It was a roller coaster of emotion, challenges, and breakthroughs. And through it all, I came out with 4 powerful lessons that have completely changed how I see my life. 2024 has been the best year of my life yet, truly. And so many things happened and I've grown so much, and through that I have learned so many things and experienced so many things as well. It truly brought me to new places and new opportunities. And I want to share now these 4 life lessons with you so you can learn something from them as well. Let's start with the first one. You can choose your emotions and they don't just happen to you. That is truly something I have learned in this year. And the way you respond to something and you show up for something, or you have emotions for something, truly shows how much you have grown as a person and like kind of what your personality is. It's crazy to realize how much power you have over your own emotions, because emotions, as I said, don't just happen to you. Emotion is something that you create in your mind, which means you can create them however you want to. And just because it's normal to feel sad because something happened, or you feel angry because something happened, doesn't mean that you have to feel that way. Emotions don't happen to you, you choose them, or you can choose them if you consciously look, oh my god, I'm feeling that. Why am I feeling that? Is this helping me to where I want to go? Is this helping me in this situation? Is anger helping me when I'm communicating with someone? Probably not. And the way that you can control them says a lot about how much reflection and how much power you have over yourself. That was such an important lesson for me, because I have been a person that I sometimes just felt very sad, and mostly there wasn't not even just a reason, but I was like, ah yeah, that's just me, I'm just sometimes sad, that's just me, it's normal, that's okay. And now when I'm sad, it's of course still, it's hard, but I realized that no one said I have to be sad. In situations like that, I truly realized that I can choose and be like, okay, do I really want to follow now being sad, or can I probably change my emotions and be like, oh yeah, like there's no reason to be sad. Sad is something I made up in my mind. I can change that, and I can change what I feel so I can feel better again. There is a quote that says, we don't see things as they are, we see them as we are. And I think that is the same for emotions. The emotion that you have are made up in your mind, and they don't happen because specific circumstances or specific things that happen. Of course, that is the place where everything begins, like something happens or a circumstance changes or so, that comes up an emotion. But the emotion that is in your head, that's nothing that anyone else can control, it's only you. Second lesson. Healing is a journey that takes time, and the progress is definitely not always linear. I do have to say that it's something that kind of annoys me, because as I try to heal from something, it can be very not as motivating to see how you get better, and then after some weeks or some months, it's like you kind of go worse again. So it's never just like this, it's always like but as long as it like goes up all in together, that is what matters. But it still can like hit when you're going down again, when you feel like, did I even like heal? Is it even getting better? That's the moment where you kind of start to rethink everything, if it's even getting better, if you're even going somewhere. And of course you do, but it's always hard when, yeah, you feel like all of the progress that you did is gone, which is definitely not true, because that is just the journey. That is how it is. This is how healing works. It's not just like always going better. It's always kind of ups and downs, and from the downs you learn so much, so you can then go higher up again. And also to healing, there is no end point. There's no I'm healed. Healing is more a journey that takes your lifetime. And I think at one point you just kind of live with what you wanted to heal from, and that is kind of the point that you probably want to get. But the journey can take so long, and that's why the journey is so important. And in the journey you start to live with the thing that you want to heal from, and you should appreciate the journey as well, because that is where you grow, and that is where you get to know yourself better, and you accept things on yourself. That is the thing you should focus on, and you should say, even though like probably since like some weeks or so it hasn't been as good, I'm still working on it, and I'm still getting to know myself better. And I think that is the most beautiful thing about healing, and I think it's the most important one, and not about how much better did it already got. I think the point of your journey when you can say, I find peace with something that I want to heal from, that is the moment where you still never will be healed and there will still be moments that you will be triggered, but that is a very good place to be and a good place that you want to get to. And probably some months you're there, probably some months you feel like you're back at the start, but yeah, it can always get better and it will always get better. Let's come to lesson 3. Growth can often mean losing some friends. It can get lonely at times. That is something I have struggled with a lot in this year, because as you change to a different person, you're starting to grow. The people, the friends that you have in your life still know the old version of you, and you don't want to be her anymore, and you don't want to go towards her again because you have a direction and you're determined to go there and to get to her. So losing friends is something that happened to me as well, because I also just have to say I do not want these friends in my life anymore. They don't live the way I want to get inspired from my friends. Of course, friends are here to have fun and to spend time with, but you are the average of the 5 people that surrounds you. And when my friends are going out partying, drinking, I don't know, just living kind of like the life that I don't want, then I don't want them in my life, because I don't want that they are an average part of my life. And that's also how I start to set boundaries. So I'm not gonna just accept every friend that comes in my life. They have to fit my expectations that I have, because the friends, you spend time with them and they influence you in a way, and I want they influence me in a good way, and I can influence them as well in a good way. And I am really on this point where I would say I am rather alone than just have shitty friends that don't match my vibe and then don't match the visions that I have. And since it's not normal to grow and like put effort into the things that you want to achieve, it is harder, I think, to find people like that. And as soon as you are in that bubble, I think it's easy, but the beginning, if you're kind of alone, it can be very hard. But I am still rather alone than have friends that just don't really align with the things that I stand for. Let's come to the last lesson. Health is the base for everything. You cannot live without it, so take care of it. So in the beginning of the year, I had an accident and I broke my arm. And I can tell you, it really truly got to me. Like, I was not able to do a lot of things. I was just laying on the couch for all the time because standing up hurt, walking hurt. I couldn't do shit alone. I would say I even got lucky. Like, it could have went even worse. What I had is just a broken arm, right? Realizing that already that's a change in my health could affect my life so much, and it wasn't even truly something bad, and it made me realize even more how important it is to look for your health, because without your health, you will never be truly able to experience all of life. Now, of course, an accident is not really something that you can change. Things like sicknesses is so important that you look for your health. So you truly are what you eat, what you consume, what you listen to, with who you surround yourself with. These are all things that change your health, and they're so important. Truly, health is the base for everything. Without health, you will not be able to travel. Without health, you will not be able to have a good life when you're older. Without health, you can get sick so much faster, and you can lose so much time of your life having to look then for your health because you didn't look for it when you were younger. I heard that once from Ali Abdaal. He said health is the table, and you can put things on the table, like for example career, traveling, friends, relationships. And without the table, without the health, there is nothing that you can put these things on, because health is so truly fundamental. And it is not really in anymore to look for your health, mostly as a teenager or getting in the 20s, which is so sad because health is so important. And I realized truly that when I eat healthy and when I be healthy, when I go to sleep enough early, when I do sport, when I drink enough, when I eat good, I feel overall just better. And of course, going and eat unhealthy is in this moment so good. Like in the moment, yeah, you do it, you're like, oh, so good. And afterwards, you're gonna feel like just trash. I feel so energized and I feel so motivated to do things, and I am rested, I am not tired. And then I look at people and they say, yeah, like I just don't have any energy. Yeah, dude, I don't know, like don't feel as good. And I wonder not why. What they eat and what they consume is trash. And you are what you eat and consume and everything. That is exactly how you will be. Make it for yourself cool again to be healthy and to do the things and to go to sleep at night. I am still very young, but with the speed, with I'm learning things, because I'm going out of my comfort zone, I'm trying out new things, I am learning new things, I truly experienced and learned so many things. These lessons didn't just change 2024 to me, they helped me to become the person that I am today. It's important to remember that growth doesn't just happen to yourself, it's something that you truly have to choose. And I try to choose it every day. See you the next time. Bye bye.